Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. You are watching the premier Geek podcast, OZ and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm OZ.
And I'm the Freak. And this is A Week in Geek. And we're back. Yeah.
What do you got for the news this week?
Shit. Well, I didn't know you were gonna attack me so fast.
When you put the ball in my court, I volley it right back.
All right. Well, that's fair. That's fair, I guess.
Okay, then I'll start. Super exciting thing that just started tonight.
No.
What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay. Lord of the Rings fans can now rejoice. HBO Max has secured the streaming rights to 1977's Rankin and Bass The Hobbit and Ralph Bakshi's 1978 Lord of the Rings. This is the first time that either one of these movies have been available for streaming, and I am super excited about it.
And I don't have a picture for it.
I put it in the drive.
Oh, bull crap. I mean, bullshit.
Anyway, have you ever seen these movies?
You added those. Those were not in there the other day. Yeah.
They're in the drive.
Modified 8:36 p.m. today. You added them like an hour ago. You little shit.
But anybody familiar with Lord of the Rings movies, I'm sure are familiar with either one of these movies. These were my first actual experience with Lord of the Rings before the books. I've seen these movies, bad VHS copies of these movies. Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited to have these available on streaming. I used to own the DVDs when I sold my DVD collection. I haven't really watched them since.
These were the animated ones. They were actually really cool.
These are the animated ones. These had awesome music, awesome singing, gorgeous animation from like Rankin and Bass and Ralph Bakshi. There it is. And this is where I always, like, in my head when I was reading Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, this is where I got my visual representation of what Gollum is. And Gollum, to me, because of these movies, looked like an anthropomorphic catfish.
Yeah, pretty much. They definitely kind of displayed him like that.
Yeah. And so I'm super excited to see these. In fact, I started watching them tonight while I was eating dinner.
So, have you had a chance yet to watch The Whitest Kids You Know, Gandalf Raping Day?
No, I think it was one of the last times we talked. We talked about this, and no, I have not watched that, and I'm going to continue to not watch it unless you send me a link.
YouTube Gandalf Raping Day. Come on, you just gotta YouTube it one day.
Okay,
we'll watch it together if we need to.
You hold my hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down there in February. We can watch it together.
Yeah, I'll forget about it by then. See, like, I just remembered today because you brought up Lord of the Rings and cartoons and stuff. So
that's fair.
See, do I have anything to follow Lord of the Rings? Of course I don't.
Well, also debuting on HBO Max this week. In fact, on December 5th, we're going to get the first portion of James Gunn's DC universe with Creature Commandos.
Nice.
So we've been talking about Creature Commandos like off and on during our Weeks and Geeks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's premiering this week.
You didn't send me a picture of that one either.
Yes. No, that is a news story. But if I did
what do they call that? Like in news, like a story that's currently going or whatever.
This just in. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I do. I just don't know it. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff that's debuting this week or coming out this week. So, I just want to mention it because that's one we have been talking about, and I am looking forward to checking that out.
Well, let's see here. And by this week, what date do you mean?
Like December 5th is when
Okay.
Creature Commandos came out. Um, Rankin and the Hobbit Lord of the Rings debuted this week as well. There's no time frame that we know of how long those are going to be on the streaming service.
Uh-huh.
But Creature Commandos will probably be on Max in perpetuity.
Okay, so on the 5th, that'll be tomorrow. If you're watching the video, that'll be tomorrow.
Right,
Because this video
correct.
will be posted tomorrow.
Right, and also debuting this week, and already have debuted,
Uh-huh.
the first episodes of Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew has
Ooh.
dropped,
Okay, I think we do have a picture of that one.
and particular reviewers have stated that this is called what did they say? The fresh start Star Wars desperately needs. So as soon as we get out of here tonight, I'm gonna start this one up.
I was reading something earlier where I guess the director had gotten some tips from the director of The Goonies, due to the film casting being mostly children.
Spielberg directed Goonies, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. But that's I just remember I vaguely saw that because I don't really try to. I haven't been into too much into Star Wars lately.
No, and I understand. Yeah, because of the kids' crew, because this is kind of like a kids' adventure.
Hmm.
So I can see where they would connect the dots like that and talk to somebody like that. So
Hmm.
this is hopefully this is a bridging thing for the younger generation of Star Wars fans to get back into it or hook in new ones. This is going to be this generation's ET, maybe. Who knows?
It could be. It very well could be. Yeah, John Watts got great advice from Goonies director Richard Donner when casting
Oh,
kids
okay.
in the Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I don't know what
Nice.
that advice is. That's just what the headline read.
Yeah. I might go further than that and read more.
Let's see here. Well, this is a perfect tie-in to my next deal.
Oh, right on.
Uh-huh. Let's see here. I gotta find it real quick. So you know what Gundams are, right?
Gundams. Yes, I know what a Gundam is.
Uh-huh.
I have watched the first episode of Gundams on Netflix, but I haven't gotten any further than that.
Well, then you already actually know more than me, so there's
Oh,
that.
right on. So there's two warring factions,
Uh-huh.
and the Gundams themselves are piloted like individually, and they're used for their wars. That will go from space to land. There's particular land Gundams, and then there's like flying Gundams and like space ones.
Okay.
It's
I'm actually
a
ashamed. I know
more
more about
mature Power Ranger.
I'm ashamed. I know more about Gungans than I do Gundams. Yeah.
Yikes!
Yeah. So, the creator Kunio Okawara. I'm very horrible at pronouncing Oriental names. Kunio Okawara, the designer of the anime franchise Votoms and major figure in the Gundam universe, has recently created a new Gundam. I give you the Mickey Mouse Gundam.
I've seen this.
The Mickey Mouse Gundam that
Right on.
actually turns into Mickey Mouse.
That's actually really cool. If I
And
was like
he
a Disney freak, or really like a Mickey Mouse collector, that'd be something really cool to have.
he even explained, he says, because there are many Mickey Mouse fans all over the world, I didn't want to mess with the visual design of the Mickey Mouse. Uh, from the front, I kept him looking as close to his original appearance as I could, and I got really excited and thinking of ways for him to transform.
He's upside down.
He does end up having to go upside down, yeah.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, the legs turn into the hands, the head is his feet. It's pretty interesting the way it came to be like that.
That's fun.
Um, let's see here. I I know that now this did come out
Hmm.
November 18th. I'm just only recently hearing about it, so just throwing it out there. That was pre-orders. Pre-orders was November 18th. I have no idea if it's still available. I didn't feel like digging that much into it. And if you did pre-order it, they're scheduled to ship out June of next year. They
Nice.
cost 16,500 yen, about $110,
Oh, okay. All
and
right.
it's only 4.9 inches tall. Yeah, compared to most Gundams that I've seen, this is actually a very small Gundam,
Hmm.
but it is still technically a Gundam. Look at all his little. I like the fact that
Yeah.
the symbol stays the same, even though these are his legs and everything.
Hmm.
Whenever they turn into his arms, the symbol still stays in the same position.
That's
So I was like,
awesome.
that's actually pretty cool. A lot of creativity went into this.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
And there's some more giant robot news.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
Well, I didn't include this in my pictures, but I read that Henry Cavill has officially been cast in the live-action Voltron movie.
What?
Hmm.
It's gonna be a Voltron movie?
There's going to be a live-action Voltron movie, and he is not the lead, but he's starring opposite the lead. So I think he'll be like the head bad guy.
No shit. That's gonna be awesome.
Hmm.
Well, following that, then, instead of this, I've got something else I would like to bring up. And this is something that comes out on the 10th next week. And this is something new that literally I discovered this about maybe what we've been talking for about like 20, 30 minutes here. About maybe like a little 40 minutes ago, I just discovered this. I don't know all that much information. We're learning about this all at the same time.
Sure.
Have you heard of Secret Level?
Okay, is this the Amazon Prime animated series?
Yes, this is.
Okay, so I've heard about this for a few weeks, and like Keanu Reeves, I think, is in one of the shorts, and it's supposed to be like breathtaking stories in animation.
Yep, based on video games. Not
Right.
not made up video games.
No.
These are video games we either grew up playing,
Mm-hmm.
currently coming out, new games, old games, all sorts of video games. And we've got this is going to be produced by Blur Studio with Amazon MGM Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Wilson executive produces and uh, produces, sorry, and serves as the supervising director. There's going to be 15 stories of the adult animated anthology series. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger. We've got his kid, Patrick Schwarzenegger, Kevin Hart, uh, um, Heaven Hart, Keanu Reeves. Let's see here. Emily Swallow.
Do you know which one of the episodes or like which games some of the episodes are based on?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's kind of what caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
First, I know that we're going to get a Warhammer 40K Space Marines. It's a Space Marine 2 from Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know much about it yet because I am steering clear of any and all spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
The the um, the other game, this is the one that really caught my eye because I am a huge fan of this.
Mega Man.
Mega Man.
That's right.
Dude, I saw a picture of it. He looks a little more childish than I would expect, and I've only seen pictures of him with the helmet off.
Mega Man is a
But
child, man.
no,
Doctor
no.
Light
But
built a child.
I meant like the CGI.
Mm.
Like he seems like too like glowing. Like I don't know. You'll have to see it. It's just you can heavily tell it's CGI. That's
Hmm.
the only issue. Other than that, though, I'm super stoked. I really can't wait to see this. Mega Man, the old school comic books of rock and roll. I want to see if they're how they're going to portray like Dr. Wily, or if they're going to bring anybody else into the game, like Zero, Bass, or anybody else, like Dr. Wily, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to see and this is Mega Man from Capcom.
So this is an anthology series, and each
Anthology series. Each one is going to come out. They're going to come out with 2 episodes a week, starting on the 10th, and each one is going to be an individual episode. So we're going to get 1 episode of Mega Man, and that's it.
right.
But the reason I'm super excited about this is because sometimes when they have anthology series or when they come out with stuff like this, it may pick up and it may lead to something else.
Oh, sure. It's like proof of concept.
Exactly, man. So if this gets a lot of heat and a lot of backing on it, man, you know, we could get like some Mega Man series. I mean, I would be okay with the Mega Man series TV show live action. That would be so cool. So cool, dude. So other ones that we're looking at, we're gonna get Armored Core, uh
Right.
Concord. Okay, now this next one I'm gonna need your help with. Crossfire.
I know
Wasn't
there's.
Crossfire a board game?
It
The
was
one
like
with the handle and you shot the marbles to try and get the spinny deals into the other person?
right, just like Warhammer is a board game too. So
It
this
it
is this
is, but
is
Warhammer has expanded. Warhammer
sure,
actually
but
has its own book series, its own universe,
right,
and it actually has other video games and everything too.
right. And what
So
did you say was the one before Crossfire?
Concord by Sony Entertainment,
Before that one,
Armored Core
Armored Core. Okay, so
from Software.
right from Soft Armored Core, I think is written by. Because I heard about this on another podcast, a gaming
Uh,
podcast, and one of the hosts wrote the Armored Core episode.
oh, really?
What is her name? I'm drawing a blank on her name. Real funny, real funny. She's just like a true like old school gamer.
Hmm.
Can't remember what the name of her is. Anyway, yeah, I've heard about this one for a few weeks, and I didn't know it was. I thought it was already out, and I just haven't seen it yet. But
And honestly,
next week is
that's what I was kind of thinking. I was seeing a bunch of different stuff about Secret Level. And I'm sitting here, and then all of a sudden I saw the Mega Man one, and I'm like, okay, what the hell is a Secret Level? Why haven't I heard of it? So
right.
I started looking it up, and I realized it's a anthology series coming out December 10th. I was like, holy crap, it's not out yet. I didn't miss it.
All right.
Real quickly though, so we've got Dungeons and Dragons,
Yes. Board
Exodus,
game.
Honor of Kings, Mega Man, New World, Aeternum. Oh, okay. So New World, which of course it makes sense they got to throw New World in there. New World came out a few years back. I can't remember how many years back, but it's a game that was actually produced and made by Amazon Games. It
Ah,
was, I believe, the first actual, MMORPG Amazon game. It was actually
okay.
a really good game. I still play it from time to time, but it's actually a really good game, and it's really only great if you like crafting games because there's a lot of crafting involved in this game.
Fair enough.
You're gonna be happy about this one,
Mm.
Pac-Man. Um, this one just says PlayStation. So I think they're
Okay.
gonna have an episode about PlayStation, which if they do an episode on PlayStation, they could just throw out any game that's PlayStation exclusive.
They could. They're the Astro was it Astro Boy or Astrobot that just came out is kind of
Hmm.
like the new mascot for PlayStation. And his latest game gives like a lot of references to old school PlayStation stuff.
Uh-huh.
Um, so it might be centering around that if they have to do anything with Astrobot. Um, but then there was also what was that? What was that? Made for America anime on Netflix that used a lot of um, Captain Laserhawk.
Oh, I have
Um,
no idea.
So if you want like an anime that like that just shows just fucking wild, dude. If you can check out Captain Laserhawk, and it's got like characters from Assassin's Creed and
Hmm,
yeah, and like
interesting.
Rayman is like a main
Oh yeah.
character. Yeah, dude. Rayman is a
What's this called again?
it's called Captain Laserhawk. It's on Netflix.
I'm gonna have to check
And
this out then.
it's a series. It's not an anthology series, but it's a
Hmm.
series. Um, I really don't know how to describe it other than saying it's fucking wild and gay as shit.
I mean, the color. I'm seeing a lot of pinks and purples here. Oh, there's Rayman on a big Megatron, like mega screen deal on the
I
background on a
mean,
blimp.
you
That's
got
cool.
Rayman snorting coke off of a hooker's ass.
I don't know that there ain't nothing gay about that. That's fucking awesome. He's channeling his inner Jack Nicholson there.
Yeah.
All right, so we also have, let's see, we got a few more. So we got Sifu, Sifu, came out in 2022. It's a beat 'em up game developed and published by Slow Clap. Okay. Spelunky, no idea what Spelunky is. It came out in 2008. It's a 2D platform game. We've got The Outer Worlds, which is actually a pretty fun game, but it pissed off a lot of people because we found out we could beat it like easily in a day.
I think I played it. I think I played on Game Pass.
This one's going to be cool, and the wife is going to have to be like this one too because this is Unreal Tournament, which was
Ooh,
similar to Quake. If you ever played Quake, which was a
bro,
really fast kill 'em game.
Unreal Tournament was my first LAN party.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, buddy.
And then we have Warhammer 40K.
Nice, dude. Okay. All right. That's
So
awesome.
yeah,
So for
it
entertainment
definitely
for gamers, man, check it out.
definitely. I'm really stoked. I will say, I think like if there were some games that I could throw in here, like some old games, and for some reason I'm thinking PlayStation. I don't know why,
Mm.
but I figure a lot of these games that have to do with play, and especially because there's that PlayStation one there. Um, Legacy of Kain. Legacy of Kain, throw in some Soul Reaver there,
Soul Reaver,
but
bro.
Legacy of Kain would be awesome. I think you could do some really cool stuff with that, especially because you don't have to go all out into it. This is going to be a short anthology series. You could just have a short, man. I'd love to see Legacy of Kain. And another one that I would love to see is, did you remember Oddworld Abe's Exodus?
Yes.
You remember that, right?
Yes, of course.
I feel like this is
Get
a
him.
perfect opportunity for that. That could have been great.
Get him. Get him.
It was just such a weird thing too. And like looking here, you can see a lot that's going on here. And here's Mega Man.
Yeah.
So that's cool. This looks like Diablo right there. Oh no, I bet these guys in the giant bed, I bet they're from Warhammer.
I have no clue, dude.
That's totally the Iron Giant, bro.
I mean,
Doesn't that look like the Iron Giant?
not really.
Oh, and then you got what's his
I'm a
face
party
here?
pooper.
You got Kratos right here.
Oh, right on, man.
So
Let's see how it goes.
that's probably gonna have to be with like the PlayStation game, with the
Yeah.
one. I don't know what this big dragon is. I don't know.
Mm.
Either way,
We'll
looks
check it
really
out.
cool. I'm pretty excited about this one. Just because it's all about video games.
Sure. I get it. Speaking of video games, man, I just recently picked up uh two Xbox One games for like $8 each, man.
No
Like,
shit.
yeah, dude. I got Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order,
Uh-huh.
and Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
See,
Oh,
I really wanted to play that game,
uh-huh.
but I feel like me playing that game would be blasphemy. Because, that's kind of my religion, and I'd feel awkward going around killing all my different gods.
You're thinking no, 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 no. You're thinking of God of
Oh
War.
no, no, that's God of War. Sorry, that's
That's
God
God
of
of War.
War. Yeah, yeah,
Assassin's
yeah.
Assassin's Creed. You are a Viking on the ground, dude.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of God of War for some reason there. I just saw Kratos, and
Mm.
let me get rid of that window. Can close out that window. Oh no,
Oh no.
I gotta try and find something here. What you got next for me, bud? I gotta find
Um.
something.
Oh, okay. So, one of the things I'm excited about, and we
There
just
it is.
recently seen it on Thanksgiving Day. Um, New movie Wicked that came out. Wicked actually broke a 6-year Disney box office record.
Really?
Wicked earned an estimated $15.6 million on November 25th.
Damn.
Um, and yeah, and it was the best Monday ever for November. And the previous holder was 2019's Frozen 2. And it was at $12.7 million. So
Damn.
yeah, so opening weekend for Wicked was $112.5 million domestically, and $50.4 million internationally. So opening weekend for a Wizard of Oz musical, $162.9 million weekend. Uh,
What is this about?
so The Rock has come out, and there's okay. So anyway, so theaters are putting up this sign for people to not sing along in the movie theater. So the Wicked musical has been
Hmm.
around for over 20 years now,
Yeah.
and people who are fans of the old musical have know the music, and they going to see this and see this as a different version of it. They're singing along in the theater. They're singing on top of their lungs, and it's kind of bothering people who haven't seen the movie before,
Or the play or anything else.
or the
Yeah.
play, or or have anything
Somebody
experienced in the
like
musical at
me.
all, right? But The Rock has come out recently, and he stated like, "You paid your money, sing your ass off. Like you get to enjoy yourself. You paid your money in the theater." So
Eh.
this particular picture I want to show you was to get your opinion on that. You pay $12 to go see a movie, and
So okay, so
I
my
pay $12 to go see a movie.
uh-huh.
I'm going to sing right along with it.
Yeah, but that's see that and that's where we differ. Like you paid $12 to see a movie. I paid $12 to see a movie. I didn't pay to see a sing-along movie.
You
There aren't words bobbing up and down like on the bottom of the screen that wants you to join in. Were
but
there?
you but you
Were
no
there?
no
Okay,
but
so it's not a
you did pay to go see a musical, for Christ's sakes.
you're
and
right, but I
and
also don't like people talking in the theater.
are you shushing people when you go to a concert?
That's a different thing. That you're
Is
literally
it is
I
it
would
really
like to
a
think
that
so,
different
yeah.
thing? Is
I
it
would like
really
to
that
think so.
different? It's going and seeing a musical,
Okay.
like spectacle.
Okay, but there's a difference. In a concert, when other people are singing, I can't fucking hear them over how loud the music was. If the movie's loud enough to drown those people with who probably think that they sound great in the shower but probably don't have a great singing voice, I don't want to sit here and listen to these people's failed audition attempts, Like I don't know, man. Especially me, like a person I've seen, Wizard of Oz, I've seen Return of Oz, but outside of that, I have never seen. Well, yeah, Return to Oz was like by far the best one ever. It
Mm,
was creepy as hell too.
second best.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about Wicked. I all I know is like it's like a different perspective, a different take, and on her story and how she became who she was, and that's all I know. I haven't seen the play. I haven't read any of the books. I haven't. I don't know anything about it. So, and
Well,
especially with a person like me with ADHD, when I go to the theater and other people are singing or talking, bro, it throws off my concentration. It's just gonna piss me off.
All
So
right,
I
man.
am all in favor of the signs. Yes, put those signs out there. Shut your ass up and watch the movie. You can rent it later on and read it at, listen to it at home and sing your heart out.
Well, we can agree to disagree. But as far as information is concerned regarding Wicked, the
Hmm.
film, the play, and the movie, we will be covering it next week
Yep.
on Ozzy and the Freak Talk Geek. And I am super excited to talk about my namesake.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm
Get
super, super excited.
this guy down here is you're gonna hear a lot of his voice because I don't know anything about that damn show.
We're going to talk about the book. We're going to talk about the stage production. We're going to talk about the movie, and we're going to delve deep into Oz lore. So I am super excited for this one.
Well,
This is my kaiju.
if you give me a few days, I can read the book. I just downloaded the book. The book says it's 19 hours. I could probably get that done in like 3 days or so. So I could probably get the book done in a few days. This way I have a little bit of knowledge. And from what I've heard from other people, the book is 10 times better than the movie or the play because it goes under some like darker parts that they don't really hit on in the play or the movie.
Uh, we'll talk about it. We will
Yeah.
talk about it then on the episode. So I'm super happy for it.
Speaking about books, I think we got some comic book news here too.
I did, and I pulled this up just for you. I saw this, and I wanted you
I
to
was
know about
talking
it.
about me.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Yeah, I got comic book news too. All
Oh, please
right.
share.
Okay. Kibble Smith, Brandt, and Stein have come together to release the one, the only Darkwing Duck.
Nice.
Tell me that's not cool.
Oh, Dynamite's doing it. That's awesome, man.
We got variant covers.
Ooh, nice.
I think I got one more. There it is. That one's actually kind of my favorite. I like that.
I like the art style of it.
I like the art style. I'm not gonna lie, this is a comic I might go out of my way to check it out. I watched a lot of Darkwing Duck growing up,
Dynamite puts
and
out fun comics, man. Like expect fun.
yeah,
Like I
I
picked up
expect fun too.
a Green Hornet. I for some reason Dynamite put out Green Hornet books, and they were just fun. So that's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's weird as Disney. It's a Disney property on Dynamite, though.
Hmm.
Huh.
They I
Like
will
Disney
say
doesn't
Dynamite,
already own a comic book distributor.
yeah, but Dynamite can also put out some pretty like promiscuous, I don't know, is the best word to say.
Oh, like
There's
Vampirella and
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. There's some stuff out there that's pretty risque for Disney to be attached to, which is why I'm interested that it's going to be Dynamite. Uh, Kibble Smith said in a statement, "I am the writer who scripts in the night. I am Darkwing Duck,
That's
and I
awesome, man.
couldn't feel luckier." And he said, "Let's get dangerous and let's get pre-ordered."
Yeah. Okay.
Darkwing Duck #1 arrives in comic shops everywhere February 2025.
Oh.
And like I said, growing up watching Darkwing Duck, I'm pretty excited.
We were supposed to get a new Darkwing Duck series.
And I
Um,
don't think it ever happened.
based on the new DuckTales series that came out
Mhm.
during COVID or before COVID. That we were supposed to get a spin-off
Darkwing
Darkwing Duck
Duck,
series, which I was just super
get
interested in seeing
dangerous.
what they would do with Gizmo Duck.
Gizmo Duck is the best of all.
Right?
Absolutely, Gizmo Duck is the best.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I will download it illegally.
So you have comic book news.
I
Which one did you want to talk about first?
Okay. Since you were a big fan of Ben Riley, I thought we'd talk Chasm. Uh, so there's an ongoing Chasm miniseries right now called Chasm Curse of Cain, with a crossover between Cain and Ben Riley.
Hmm.
The two of the clones of Peter Parker.
Yeah, two of them.
Um,
There's more.
yeah. Well, the Chasm persona has been twisting Ben Riley up, and Kane is now being involved in his adventures.
Really?
Yes. So this ongoing miniseries that's happening right now is called A Chasm Curse of Cain, and what we have here is a preview of Curse of Cain number 4. It was written by Steve Fox with art by Andrea Bordicardo and color by Brian Reber. And what I
Hmm.
want to show you with this is our lovely anti-hero Hollow's Eve there.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. Uh, Pulls a particular type of mask. I thought you might be interested right there in the bottom right hand corner.
The Godzilla mask.
A Godzilla masks, and she can become a kaiju.
That's pretty freaking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is one of the ones that, of all the pictures that I saw that you posted, I geeked out a little bit hard of this one.
Yeah, hit that picture of Hollow's Eve as Godzilla. Right,
Bam! That's too cool right there.
right, right.
That's too cool right
Marvel
there.
has a new kaiju in town, and her name is Hollow's Eve.
Oh man. Look at Ben right there just running for his life.
Yeah, if you can you make out what he says in there?
Let's see. He says, "Well, at least I don't
Find
find
giant
giant lizard Jan.
Janine.
Oh, Janine weirdly sexy."
Wait a second.
Wait, Janine weirdly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least I don't find giant lizard Janine weirdly
Weirdly
sexy.
sexy.
Wait a
Wait a
minute.
second. So he kind of does. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of arousing. Just because you know that she can turn back.
Right. Yeah, not definitely snooze snooze.
Yeah. So if we're getting a comic that's Ben Riley as Chasm with Hollow's Eve, you mentioned Kane's going to be in there, so it also makes me wonder if we're going to get the Goblin Queen,
I
because the
don't
Goblin
know.
Queen is literally the reason why Hollow's Eve was turned into what she was turned into, and she literally used Hollow's Eve as a weapon against Ben Riley for a while there
Right.
until she kind of broke up her spell and everything, took her scythe and a bunch of other stuff fell down and everything. It was pretty cool. But I'm just curious who else that we might be able to see since we're getting back into Hollow's Eve with Chasm.
I don't know. From what I can tell, this is really predominantly uh, to bring Kane back into the fold.
Hmm.
Uh, so I just
Which Kane, as we discussed last time, is the original Tarantula.
right.
So I wonder if we're going to see who we're going to see Kane as, like as himself. Is he going to be another one of his
He's
his aliases?
he's the black and red Scarlet Spider in this run
Mm.
that I saw. I started looking into it. I didn't want to go
Then
into and get too
that's going to be
many.
even cooler, actually, to be honest with you.
Right. I didn't want to get too many spoilers. I wanted to check it out. This was the first time I've heard about this, and I just thought it would be right up your alley. I wanted to share.
Because and if y'all don't know, Ben Riley, who we see there as Chasm, was also Scarlet Spider,
Hmm. And they were both Spider Man.
and they were both. Well, was Kane
Hmm.
Spider Man too? Yeah, you're right. Kane was Spider Man for a while there too.
Hmm.
So was Doctor Octopus,
Hmm.
Superior Octopus. That was pretty cool.
Superior
But
Spider Man.
anyways, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, just
I,
wanted to
I, I'm
share.
I'm gonna have to hopefully. So you said that's not from number 4,
Yeah, number 4.
which
Right.
means it's already out.
Yeah. It's either about to be out.
Well, I meant like 1, 2, and 3 maybe are already out.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, and 3 are already out. Yeah.
Do you know if they're online?
Not on Marvel Unlimited yet.
Damn it.
I know.
I
I'm
was
going
literally
to
gonna go read it tonight, like after we're done here.
after the holidays. I am signing us up for Marvel Unlimited, the yearly one, and I'm going to put it on us for us to share.
Nice.
My
That's gonna be
gift.
really cool.
It's going to be my gift to the show.
That's gonna be cool. And if that's the case, then we're going to have to start doing segments for, I would say, each episode, like
Mm-hmm.
comic of the week,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool because there was actually something I was thinking about doing each week now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, more or less for like a week in geek.
Sure.
Um, I have an idea because it's something I saw earlier today, and I thought it was amazing. It's both up our alleys, and if it's not up y'all's alleys, that's cool. That's cool. We're talking about our own alleys here.
Hey,
Hey,
you love my alley.
oh yeah, so dark and hairy. Um, we both love Marvel Legends,
Yes.
and I want to start doing a deal where I'm gonna try and see if I can pull it up and get like images and see if these people want to be have their names thrown in there. But we're on several different Facebook pages for Marvel Legends, and I
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of custom work. And
Mm-hmm.
I also see a lot of not necessarily, I don't know how you call it, but like mixes in order to make a model look better using pieces from other models.
That's called kit bashing.
Well, so I thought Kit okay. I thought Kit Bash was like something somebody sells to make them look better.
No. You a kit bash is taking pieces from this action figure, taking pieces from this action figure, putting together and making
Mhm.
something that they think is better or an
Okay.
entirely new character.
So I think it's the newest version of Sentry where he's wearing his blue outfit.
Yeah, I have that one.
Okay. Have you seen McFarlane DC Aquaman?
Yes.
Okay, where he's got the flowing yellow hair.
Sure.
Okay, so somebody took the head as well as the flame parts that go on Aquaman's fist for some reason, and they took the head and the flame parts for the fist and they put them on a Sentry,
Right.
and it looks fucking awesome. It because that Aquaman actually has a really angry face, and his
Mm-hmm.
hair is supposed to be flowing through the water, but it actually looks kind of like wind too.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy swapped those parts out, and dude, that Sentry looks awesome with that Aquaman head.
So, do you want
It
to
looks
like do a
amazing.
feature of like our favorite kit bash of the week or something like that?
Yeah, kit bash, or like custom, because custom paint jobs count too.
That'd be fun.
Yeah,
It'd be a
something
fun
like
way to
that I think would
share.
be cool.
That'd be something fun to share with our community.
Yeah,
So that'd be great. Yeah, I'm down.
yeah. And if you take one from somebody, ask them, like message the person, ask them if you don't mind us sharing this on our deals, so that
Mm-hmm.
we can call their name out, because
Sure.
I would like to start doing more shout outs. We were supposed to do that, but we stopped doing it because nobody comments on stuff. So
We got a nice man named Jack that seems to comment on our stuff.
yeah, with a very common last name.
Mm-hmm.
He really likes your intros.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Wait till next week's. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh gosh, I can't wait to see. It's going to be amazing. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so you got one more comic left, right?
I do have one more comic news. Kind of, sort of. Recently, in Heritage Auctions, Rob Liefeld sells his original 1990 New Mutants number 98 artwork. Features the first appearance of Deadpool. Um, this right here,
Actually pretty cool. I'm not
right?
gonna and I was curious where you were going with this, what the story was with this, because whenever I saw the picture, I was looking at it and I'm like, that's a cool picture, but it looks old, and I don't know, it just looks rough. Like there's a lot going on there.
Right.
But it's hard to see because it's not colored.
So this is Rob Liefeld's original artwork, the very first appearance of Deadpool. And this recently sold at Heritage Auctions for $960,000.
God
So
damn.
close to $1 million for this piece of art.
Who's he fighting there?
Uh, I can't make it out
I
anymore.
can't make that out
That's
either.
Cable down on the bottom. So this was New Mutants. This is a New Mutants run. This is when Cable was running the X-Men, or
Oh, well, that's Cable there too.
he
Then
was
he's got
training
the
the
stripe in his hair.
yeah, he was training the New Mutant crew. So that would have been like Wolfsbane, Cannonball,
Mm-hmm.
um, that crew.
So, since we're talking about this real quick,
Sure.
um, what do you know about Marvel's? Was it New Rivals? or Marvel Rivals.
Is that a game?
Well, so I play Marvel Snap,
Right.
and they have a new deal out right now for, it's hard to see, it's Marvel Rivals.
Oh, get rid of the big screen, or let me get rid of
Oh,
that
oh.
picture.
Remove. Let's
Okay,
see if I can find it again.
show me yours.
So it's talking about Marvel Rivals. Oh, and it went away.
I
Yeah, no,
don't
it's
know
hard to
what that
see.
is.
I know it's hard to see, but you've got under here you've got,
What kind of game is it?
well, this is on Marvel Snap, the
Oh,
card game,
okay.
and it says the new season pass is for Marvel Rivals. It's got like a new version of like Groot and Rocket Raccoon,
Mm-hmm.
a 2099 uh Doctor Doom. It's got a newer version of the Hulk, Spider SP, SPDR.
The robot one.
Yeah, the robot. It's got a newer version of Hela, and it says Marvel Rivals. So I was curious if there was a comic series that was called Marvel Rivals that I was just unaware of.
Not that I'm
I just
aware of, but I
I don't
think there
know,
is a
but the art
game
looks
though.
real interesting. It might be a game because I heard somebody talking about it, and I was just curious if you knew about it.
No, unfortunately, I don't.
No biggie.
Lori,
Okay, well, cool. What else we got over here?
that's it for my news, bud.
That is it for your news.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if I can get this one here. So I've got another poster.
Mondo.
Nope, Hero Complex Gallery.
Ooh.
There's a lot of stuff coming from Mondo, but every time I try to go to Mondo, all of their pictures are web PGs,
Mm.
and I don't know what the hell those are. And I've seen a lot of memes too talking shit about those. But whoever has started creating those, everybody in the world that takes pictures off the internet hates you.
Right.
Because it's telling me I have to download something just in order to show it, or to use those files. So I don't know
Well,
what that file is.
I can't remember when it was, but like a couple weeks ago, I uploaded some pictures to our drive that were
Yeah.
web PGs. I changed the name when I renamed them
Hmm.
to whatever the picture was dot JPEG,
Uh-huh.
and it worked for you.
Really?
Yeah, I left it that way just as a test, and it worked for you, but I can't remember which ones it was.
Well, so what I've got here for you today is artist Tim Kleinert for Ridley Scott's classic sci-fi horror film. What am I talking about?
Aliens.
Ridley Scott. Yup. And the reason that
Alien.
this fits in with this today's category is because it's a comic style.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So you can
Ooh,
what's that?
that looks like some Harry Crumb type of art.
I don't
That's
really know who that
nice.
is. Not gonna lie. I really dig the art. It's
Dude,
pretty realistic looking stuff. It also
oh, the
I'm not gonna
translucent
lie.
alien head. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like part of the originals, the concept of what it was supposed to look like.
Like in
What
the
it,
movies, they're translucent too. It's just so dark you can't
you
really
can't really
tell.
see them though,
Yeah,
but
that's
this is
awesome.
pretty cool
Oh yeah, and the space jockey
right here.
yeah telescope thing.
Yeah.
That's and
Um,
there's Newt,
Newt. We got Newt, and then
the
I
chest
forgot the damn name of
burster.
the damn cat.
Not Newt. That's what the name of the cat. Jonesy.
Yeah, okay, Jonesy. Newt was the little girl they
Newt was a
found, and
little
that
girl.
was
Yeah,
in part two.
that was in Aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was aliens plural.
right.
So this is actually really cool.
I like it.
It's got an old school Star Wars comic book vibe to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like the art style looks like old school Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wayland Utani comics.
yeah, you saw that?
That's
Wayland Utani? In space,
awesome.
no one can hear you scream.
That is awesome. The comics. I want that comics code approved logo tattooed on me.
Oh, like that? Yeah. That's cool, man. I love that. You can pick this up from Hero Complex Gallery for $40. This is a limited edition of 125.
That's
I
awesome, man.
was here earlier today, and it wasn't sold out.
Okay, good.
So
Right.
I'm just saying, it may be sold out in about a week from now. It may be sold out in a couple of days. It may be sold out later on tonight.
But
But
as of
as of
this,
this podcast, as we're recording this, it is currently still available for
sweet.
$40. That's not bad, actually.
No, not for an art print. No, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I
In
like it.
fact, I'm looking at it right now. You can still add it to your cart and you can still buy it. It is limited of 125, approximately 13 by 19 inches.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. And if you go in there too, you might want to check out. They got some really cool stuff. They got some Frozen Empire, Ghostbusters original posters.
Mm.
That looks like they got Winston there, and you can just kind of like it cuts off by the top of his head. You can just see like the bottom down, and you can see he's breathing cold. They've got Space Oddity, which was from David Bowie.
Okay.
They've got the original like new poster for the Warriors, and a lot of it's in the same and a very similar art style to what we're seeing here.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Awesome, dude.
Definitely check it out, man.
I will.
And then let's see. I think do I have more? I don't really want to talk about that one.
No.
No, because I didn't do enough research, and I watched a trailer for. Okay, so there's a movie.
Wait, you watched the trailer?
I watched a trailer because when you when you read a preview about a movie
Sure.
and it's so freaking vague, like you still don't know what the hell's going on.
Sure. Oh my god. Speaking of trailers, while you're pulling this up,
Uh-huh.
bro, I saw two trailers for two totally different Popeye horror movies. So Popeye
Okay.
has entered the public domain, much like Steamboat Willie,
Mm-hmm.
and these are like legitimate horror movies based on Popeye. As like,
Horror Popeye movies?
one I can't.
What?
One of them is called Sailor Man, and the other one is called gosh, I can't remember what the other one is called. But I just saw it and I'm like, oh wow. I guess because I'm more precious about Popeye than I am about Winnie the Pooh when they did the whole Winnie the Pooh thing.
Yeah, Death and Blood and Honey.
Blood and Honey, I'm like, oh, that's funny, whatever. But like, they're fucking with Popeye. I'm like, don't fuck with Popeye. And to top it off, like the makeup effects, they
Mm-hmm.
look like shit. I'm just like, come on, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
a lot
it
of these
looks
ones that are coming out are pretty bad.
it looks worse than Robin Williams Popeye. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and that was 40 years ago.
yeah. So, okay, so we got this movie, and
Mm-hmm.
it intrigued me because it was talking about it was a horror flick.
Okay.
So, let me see. I'm trying to find it. Um, it's just they keep talking about this being like a pretty it's an unsettling like the trailer was the ad said unsettling trailer for gothic post World War One Danish thriller The Girl with the Needle. And I was like,
Yes.
all right, what is so unsettling about this? And I got to figure out what's going on. So I had to watch the trailer. This is the movie from Magnus von Horn, and I was like, okay, well, let me just look this up. And it describes as Copenhagen 1919. A young worker finds herself unemployed and pregnant. She meets Dagmar, who runs an underground adoption agency. A strong connection grows, but her world shatters when she stumbles on the shocking truth behind her work. That doesn't fucking tell me anything.
No, not really.
It's
Yeah.
so vague.
That's why they make trailers.
And so I had to watch a trailer, and I watched a trailer, and I still don't even know what the goddamn movie's about. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued. I want to watch this movie now, just because I have no idea what the hell's going on.
I think you're setting yourself up for some serious disappointment, bud.
Yeah, I agree, but at this point, I've gone this far. I need to know more.
Now you're committed.
Yeah, really. I need to know what's going on. So, have you heard of this?
I have heard of it. I've seen this particular photo,
Uh huh.
and like it's becoming critically acclaimed.
Hmm.
But I know nothing about it. I thought it's like, isn't it already streaming on Amazon or something like that?
I think so. I think it's already out.
So I mean, it's one of those things I'll probably check out. Um, like I'm like trying to check out Mia Goth's X, and I'll get to it eventually.
December 6th, 2024 will be out in USA.
There you go.
So it's not currently out yet. So
So
I got a couple more
is it
days.
coming to theaters or is it coming to Amazon?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is this. I Googled it and it says December 6th, 2024, USA.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
She looks familiar.
I I bet we don't know anybody in this film, dude. It's a Czech movie, so and since we're talking about, the other
Needles?
thing I wasn't going to talk about.
Well, then don't talk about it.
No, we got to do it. I already did my research. And if I had to suffer through this bullshit, y'all have to suffer too. Have you heard of Swap? 50 Shades of Red is what it's being named.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So it by the way, it came out November 19th.
Okay, so it's already out.
It came out last month. Just when you think you've seen it all, Swap brings a new take on the origin story of vampires. Leave the wooden stakes at home and instead come up with a safe word for this fanged ride of debauchery.
Why do you do this?
It's okay, and this is another one because I have absolutely zero intention on ever watching this. I did watch the trailer for y'all.
Oh my god, dude. All right.
Do you remember when Buff Bagwell did porn?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like if this movie came out around the same time, he would have been in it. It's literally the whole trailer is literally a chick trying to talk her boyfriend into banging other people with her. And they go to this big, expensive, like castle, hotel, mansion place, and their host is this vampire, and they're just trying to bang. That's the whole goddamn movie. Like, it's bad. I mean, I've seen bad movies, but this is bad, bro. Like horrible.
Um,
It okay, so do you know any of these people? Because I don't. Jessica Leela Green, which
nope.
James Eastwood.
Yes.
Okay. Aaron Ann Gray,
No.
Dallas King,
No.
which isn't that a porn star like Debbie? That's not Debbie Does Dallas, right? Dallas King? No.
Bro, that's like from the 60s.
Yeah. So that's the top cast. Which I mean, this is a B budget film. It's filmed pretty poorly. It says this isn't your typical bloodsucker story. It's bold, provocative, and unforgettable. We hope the audience are ready to experience something daringly different in horror.
Oh my god. You know what? You couldn't pay me to watch this movie now. Like there's no. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, bro.
Bro,
This
why?
this would be on Cinemax. Like just you remember Red Shoe Diaries?
I do. Starring
I
David
feel
Duchovny.
I feel like this would like follow like Red Shoe Diaries on Cinemax. It's bad, man. I mean, if it's got the catchy title right there, 50 Shades of Red, that tells you everything you need to know right there.
Yeah, and it's not for me.
No, it's not for me either.
I don't
But
think it's for anybody.
I did all my research on it and I was like, I gotta talk about it just just because like I felt like I had to suffer, so I wanted to bring y'all down with me with it.
Well, at least put a link to the trailer in the description below.
There you go. I got one last thing I can follow it up with. That's more happier news.
Please, I think we need a palate cleanser for that.
Yeah, now that it's almost Halloween, we could I don't know. We have a new Star Wars outfit that has been released recently by Jazzwares.
Right, I heard about these. So Jazzwares is putting out these like super detailed, like awesome costumes. They're like,
Yeah,
yeah, for and like
it's
Jazzwares is a toy company, so
uh-huh.
this is a really a step. Yeah, yeah, I've seen the
That's the case it comes in.
right. They have a Spider-Man one out now, and this Vader one I've seen recently, and that is an awesome thing for a collector. But
You're right. It's awesome for a collector because of the nostalgia
mm-hmm,
of the accuracy of how
mm-hmm,
much it really looks like the original OG Darth Vader attire.
mm-hmm.
But I feel like once I started kind of looking more at this, I feel like you're paying more. Most of the money that you're paying for this is going into that case alone.
Yeah,
Like
buddy.
it's got the foam and to where it sits in there perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
This is everything that you get in there. Nice, got to have that cock piece there too. Yep.
Love a good cod
And
piece.
the helmet, you can't really tell here, but the helmet does come in two different pieces. Um, and this will only set you back about $1,000.
Uh, you know,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? You know what though? For like a
Mm,
really good, honest to goodness Darth Vader costume, one that
yeah.
would be sized to me, like
Hmm.
I could I could see that amount of money. I would be I wouldn't do it, but I'd be like, that's about right. I'm okay with that.
Now I don't know much about this site, the Jazzwares.
So
My
Jazzwares, they do toys like AEW's wrestling figures.
uh-huh.
They produce Pokemon action figures.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They picked up a lot of anime licenses. Their biggest thing that they do is Squishmallows.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah. Jazzwares is like they're they're they are coming up in the ranks as far as like
Hmm.
with Hasbro, Mattel, and Jazzwares is coming up.
Hmm.
Yeah, and they actually their wrestling figures, the AEW WWE aside, they are really good action figures in the 112 scale.
Okay.
Um, they're really super articulated. The likenesses they've gotten really good with the likenesses of the AEW wrestlers. They're a fantastic toy company.
Hmm. So the only issue I have with something like this is it comes in size large and it comes in size extra large.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
If one of those sizes fits you, you're good to go. If you're too tall or too fat or too short, sorry. At $1,000, I'd like an outfit to fit me.
Yeah. I'd pay 1,500 to get it up to my size.
That's what it would take in material alone. But if you ask me, I'd rather have a Darth helmet outfit.
Well,
Just saying, I'd rather have Darth helmet. That'd be cool.
Spaceballs, the costumes.
And I think that's all for today.
Well, with Spaceball the Costumes, we would just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening.
Hmm.
Please join us on all of our social medias. We're across Instagram, X, Facebook, even Blue Sky. You can find us at OATFTG on all of those handles, or OZ and the Freak Pod on Blue Sky. Please drop us a line if you have any questions, comments, or you just want to tell us to fuck off. Please hit us up on one of those locations. We sure would appreciate it.
I'm still waiting for that comment.
I'll take a fuck off.
All right, and as always,
I forgot the new part.
oh come on, you're killing me, Smalls.
I'm sorry, dude. I forgot that part.
Oh my, that was your idea.
I know. I forgot. That's gonna have to be for the regular episodes, not the Week in Geek. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
All right. Good night. Bye. Hey.